The 2 round of games that are happening tonight will be continuing. We're going to be having Inter Milan making a trip to Atletico Madrid, and then PSV Eindhoven will also be making a trip to Borussia Dortmund. 3 weeks ago, we saw what happened at San Siro when Marko Arnautovic scored the only goal as Inter Milan defeated Atletico Madrid, two-time European Cup finalists when they lost against Real Madrid. They lost by 1-0 against Inter Milan. So Inter Milan is making a trip to Atletico Madrid to see whether they can have the opportunity of making it into the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. Last season, Inter Milan were in the finals, and unfortunately they lost against Manchester City. And I hope they would like to replicate what they did last season by making it all the way into the finals. In their way is Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid last season failed to progress beyond the group stage, but this time around they'll be hoping to make amends. And one thing is, in the last 3 Champions League stages of the knockout stages, that Atletico Madrid failed to win, they get booted out. And I think this is what is going to be getting them thinking as they come face to face with Inter Milan in the second leg. Inter Milan, in their last 7 Champions League knockout stages that they've had win, they've progressed in 6 of them, so they'll be confident enough of going through into the next stage as they make a trip to the Wanda Metropolitano to face Atletico Madrid in the second leg of the UEFA Champions League round 16. 2 men on the touchline who were teammates in Lazio. I remember in 1999-2000 season when Simeone Inzaghi and then Diego Simeone were all teammates for the Lazio team that conquered the whole of Italy in Lazio under coach Goran Eriksson, the former Swedish international who was then the coach of Lazio. So those 2 men on the touchline were teammates before. So who makes it into the next stage of the competition is a tough one. After Inter Milan secured the 1-0 win, it makes it quite tough. Very, because the fine margins is so thin. So Inter Milan, with the form that they are, I would hope that they could secure the qualification. But this is a match that it's going to be very difficult to predict who makes it into the next stage of the competition. But for me, I'm going to put my bet on Inter Milan based on the current form that they are in. I mean, a team that has taken over the Serie A table with 75 points, leading the second team, which is AC Milan, by 16 points, who are their San Siro teams, San Siro side, who they played in the same stadium. So, and I think Inter Milan, it's likely to qualify, even though Atletico Madrid could be coming with a different idea based on the fact that it's just a 1-0 on aggregate that is in between them. The other game is at the Westphalian Stadium in Signa Iduna, where Borussia Dortmund sit at home to welcome PSV Eindhoven. It ended in a 1-1 draw after Daniel Malen scored the first goal, and Luke de Jong, former striker of Barcelona, cancelled the goal by equalizing for Peter Bosz's side. So PSV Eindhoven, in their last 39 games, I think the heaviest loss they had was that 4-0 loss against Arsenal during the group stages. But in around occasions that they've gone through, in their last 5 occasions that they avoided defeat in European competitions in the first leg, they secured the qualification. And for Borussia Dortmund, in their last 6 round of 16 encounters in the UEFA Champions League, they've only progressed into the quarterfinals on only 1 occasion. So, but they'll be hoping to replicate this time around by beating PSV Eindhoven to the ticket and make it into the quarterfinals. Jadon Sancho, back from Manchester United, is around. Daniel Malen is going to be around. Sebastian Haller, who scored the final goal for Ivory Coast for them to win the AFCON, is on injury side, so it's likely that he's not going to be around. But Julian Brandt, Marco Reus are all the guys who Borussia Dortmund can back their hopes to defeat PSV Eindhoven. PSV Eindhoven will be coming the likes of Luke de Jong, the likes of Hervé Lozano, but Ismail Saibari, the Moroccan international, is not going to be around due to some injury doubts that he had. But Jonathan Bakayoko is also going to be around. But it's again Peter Bosz, the current coach of PSV Eindhoven, is making trip to his former side, Borussia Dortmund. But for me, I will bank my hope on Borussia Dortmund to secure the qualification and make it into the quarterfinals. So 2 games coming on tonight at the Wanda Metropolitano and at the Signal Iduna Stadium. For me, I see Inter Milan going through at the expense of Atletico Madrid, and I also see Borussia Dortmund going through at the expense of PSV Eindhoven. This is the podcast channel with our. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and let's keep the conversation going on. Thank you.